Hello, dear explorers. I am Adela, astrologer and GenKeys guide, and today I'm going to talk about the activation number 4. I say activation encompassing in this word the human design way of seeing stuff with the GenKeys way of seeing number 4, and of course with the astrology part, the one that I started working with, but now I like all these systems and they bring much more understanding of the transit. So I started this series to help, first of all, my clients to better understand their charts, because most of my clients like to also work with their chart in their own time and space after the courses. So in case you have this activation in your chart, this video is specifically for you, or in case dear ones to you have this activation, may it be helpful for you to understand them better. So the sun is now in this activation, in the activation number 4. You might know about 4 from the GenKeys or from the human design perspective. I will go through them and bring a bit more information related to that. 4 is one energy that's in the Leo archetype. We are now in full Leo season. At least when I'm doing the video, it's August. Not sure when you will watch the video, but right now it's full Leo season. So I will present, first of all, how you can find if you have this number 4 activation in your profiles, and then let's dig into the information. I will share my screen and I will share my boyfriend's chart. He has 4, I don't have it, so we can see in his chart more clearly. So first of all, some of you might be into GenKeys and look at the GenKeys profile and say, hey, I have it or I don't have it. So first of all, in case you have your GenKeys profile and you see number 4 somewhere before the dot here, before the point, so we have the GenKey before, the dot, the point, and after the point we have the line. So in case that in front of the line you see number 4, that means you have GenKey number 4 active in your profile. So as you can see, we can't find 4 here in this profile, but if we look in the human design profile, in his profile, we can see number 4 here up in the Ajna center. I will also show the human design chart. So if we look at the human design chart, we see 4 is here, active, activating the south node. Doesn't matter. Now we won't enter into the details of what is activating it, just to see if you have it. So the number before the dot. Or if you are into astrology, some of you know I like to work with these types of chart, what I call the complete chart, or as complete as it can get at the moment, but I'm sure it will get more and more in detail. Look for number 4. You might have Chiron there that's currently not shown in other types of charts, or you might have Lilith there or the ascendant there. So take into consideration all the points that reflect your personality. So this being said, let's dive into the information part of 4. So I prepared here I collected some data. So activation 4, if we talk in the GenKeys language, and GenKeys is a beautiful teaching that helps you work with yourself better and know yourself better. We have the shadow of intolerance, the gift of understanding, and I wrote here the nice idea of the heart mind, and the CD of forgiveness. So there are 3 different ways in which this key can manifest. It's like different energy types. Sometimes you might be in the shadow, sometimes you might be in the gift, sometimes in the CD. So we go through them and you might find yourself shifting between them. But I really like this kind of understanding from the higher, from the heart mind, from the higher perspective of the heart mind. And you will see why the mind is very important here. If you listen to Richard Rad's contemplation about it, what, at least for me, what popped up very nicely was this combination between reason and reasonable. I think many times people having activation 4 try to find reasons, and they try to find reasons because these explanations that they find, or the reasons they find for different behaviors, make them seem reasonable, or make them seem in a way more easy to get, or easy to understand other people. 4 is about understanding patterns many times. So as long as they find reason, they find it reasonable. But it might be a trap, because activations in the ajna and in the mind might sometimes be trapped in the mind. How does understanding happen? Understanding happens with that cellular understanding. So when 4 moves from the shadow to the gift and the siddhi, it no longer needs to know. It can live with the questions. It can enjoy that, how they beautifully describe it, the useful folly. Just enjoying the questions life brings, enjoying the past without necessarily wanting to know everything in such detail. What I would add here, that's an information I always look for, and it's from my perspective important. It is one of the 7 sacred seals, and people having 7 sacred seals or working with the 7 sacred seal has a lot to do with a global awakening. So if you're drawn to it, if you're working with it, congratulations. I'm very happy you do so. It's one of the teachings that I find most useful. Which are the 7 sacred seals? You can look if you have them in your chart, and in case you do, let me know about it. I'm preparing something interesting for people having sacred seals. So just, you can mail me or message me and say, hey, I found the seal in my chart. What's it all about? So I'll keep in touch with you on that. So the seals are 4, 17, 22, 25, 40, 53, and 63. If you find them in your chart, let me know. Going back to 4, it's in the ring of union. We talked about it a bit before in the video about GenKey number 7. So it's in the ring of union together with 7, 29, and 59. And the beautiful encompassing idea of the ring of union, it's a lot about it returning non-love with love, being in that space of union and love. And I think the activation number 5 does this so gracefully. The programming partner, if we remain in the GenKeys language, is 49. 49, that is an Aquarian key. We'll go a bit in the Aquarian energy in a bit. So you might not have 4, but you might have 49, and you will also feel this energy or this transit. If we are talking about the human design, in human design, gate 4 is a logical gate. It has that kind of fix-it type of energy. It's interested in formulas, in logic. If what we know can be shared, understanding what is that can be shared. Many times people having 4, that intolerance can play in not being tolerant with what they don't know, trying to investigate something or understand something till they find the patterns, and they're like, oh, that happened to me too, now I can relate. So it's a lot of interesting mental energy here. It's in the channel of the logical mind, together with 63, as you saw, another sacred seal here. 463 finds rational solutions that bring improvement. So that mind that is always working can also be used to bring improvement, as long as you don't stay too much in the mind. If we go to astrology, my favorite part, it's a Leo type of energy, and you can find this activation from 18 degrees to 24 degrees. Leo in this archetype, because Leo does many stuffs, but in this specific archetype here, in this degrees and this activation, I find it has a lot to do with the heart that radiates love. Leo is about heart, the heart space, and the heart shining and guiding people. And I find that 4, with that energy of understanding and forgiveness, does this beautifully here. So in case you are this type of Leo, so you know it's a lot about this kind of energy. It's opposed to the Aquarius energy, and Leo and Aquarius are the fire and the earth that have a lot to do with guiding people and having an important role in the humanity and in the evolution of humanity. If we go to the Vedic astrology, we have the Ashlesha Nakshatra. As I told in the last video, you can watch the video about 7. It shares this nakshatra. It's the lunar mansion in the Vedic system. Ashlesha has the symbol of snakes, of intertwined snakes, or the communion between snakes. They are protectors of the Naga world, the serpents and the dragons, as power protectors of this kind of secret space. If you like to work with the animals, or you are attracted to the animal world, we have 3 layers here too, 3 types of animals. We have the grub, we have the monkey, and the diver or the loon. I found very interesting the monkey here. I remember some spirituality courses I went to a long time ago, and our teacher there always said that the mind is like a monkey. So maybe the monkey here relates a lot to the mind that always tries to find answers or to fix stuff. And she always said, when you are too much in the head, give that monkey a banana, or give that monkey a fruit to eat. Just make that mind be concerned with something else and not find solution all the time. Give it a break. And if you're into the mineral world, I think it's one of my favorites here. When I found it, I was like, whoa, this is a nice one. In the mineral world is the staurolite, what it's called the fairy cross or the fairy stone. In case you don't know how it looks, do search it. It's a beautiful stone. Not very easy to find, but in case you find it and you have this activation, keep it around. It might do nice activations. So thank you very much for listening to me. I hope it's valuable information for you. And please let me know if you have this activation. How does it feel for you? How does this transit feel for you? And if you are into the sacred seals, and if you do healing work or want to do healing work, email me, and I would be very grateful to be in that journey with you. Thank you, and see you soon.